So let's get these fillers over with, shall we? But seriously. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing episode 17, 18, and 19 of Season 1 of Power Rangers Dino Fury. Our hero, crossed wires, and the makeover. As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and stay tuned till the end of the video to get a sneak peek of the next entry in my villainous drawing series I'm putting on my Instagram. All these episodes are basically filler, there are some new Zord combos, but let's see my opinions on it regardless. Our hero is an Ion-focused filler that also introduces us to a truly, unique-looking Zord. At the beach, Ion enjoys the wonders of tiny houses made of sand with his new team. J-Borg, ironically, is within feet of the Rangers, where a robotic brain freeze causes the slapstick scenes of all slapstick scenes, with J-Borg falling on Jane, who then falls onto the line in front of them, leading to an ice cream cart free-falling down a hill, almost leading to some childhood trauma. Ion saves the day, stopping the cart from hitting innocent bystanders with some help from Javi. Mr. Ice Cream Man ends up rewarding them with free ice cream for life. Javi denies the reward while Ion more than accepts it. We really don't need another Ollie on this team. Ironically, a new aquatic spork species hatches at the aquatic beach, leading to the Rangers morphing safely in a changing tent.
We can't morph here.
Changing rooms!
Jane and J-Borg film the event, managing to get a quick encounter with our humble Green Ranger. Goldie's distracting praise leads to all the Rangers being trapped in nets.
It'll take more than that to stop our team. Okay, that'll do it.
Ion finally snaps back to action thanks to J-Borg, freeing his frustrated teammates with him brushing off his negligence and running back to the camera.
I couldn't exactly ignore them. They love a hero. No fist bump for you.
The plot seems to be falling back into the same issues I've been having with Ollie-focused episodes. So far, both of these characters are written like ego-driven, selfish individuals that don't deserve their accommodating teammates. These qualities are obviously created to have character traits to gradually improve upon throughout the overall story, but when those negative qualities are what defines these characters, especially in their introductions, it becomes a problem. It leaves a poor taste. My hope is that Ion takes what he learns in this episode and runs with it, but it's difficult to believe that when we've previously went through this song and dance with another one of our hard-helmeted heroes. Anyway, in the dreary Area 62,
Trawler, is it? You can shoot nets, huh?
we're introduced to one of my favorite memes of Void Knight seemingly cracking and slaying after dealing with his brightly colored minions. A newscast,
The newest hero in town, the Gold Ranger. He's so charming.
Izzy, though, encourages them to target Goldie's thirst for fame. In the quite opposite of dreary, the brightly colored offices of Buzzblast, the Rangers overhear Jane reading a flyer for a special event celebrating the Power Rangers. I've been waiting for the return of public Ranger appearances for it's been 15 years since Operation Overdrive? The level-headed Rangers immediately shoot down this tempting ego stroke of an offer, reminding Ollie and Ion specifically that the Rangers appearing at a scheduled event could attract a Void Knight attack, putting innocent people in danger. They meet in the middle, with Ollie suggesting that they can still go, but just as civilians, to make sure there's no trouble. A crowd of teens and 20-somethings await the Rangers at the human party.
I think the gold one's the coolest.
Yeah, I bet he's cute too.
He isn't, but yay, representation!
Now remember, everyone lay low.
The MC Slither, shocking, who leads a crowd chant to encourage the team to show up. None of them show up except Goldie. Shocking.
I don't know.
Who wants to see his Zord?
It's okay. He's not gonna do it. Send in the Moser Razor Zord.
This leads to the Moser Razor Zord being captured by Trawler's net. It's what he deserves. Slither threatens Gold, saying the Zord will be destroyed if the Rangers try to save it. At a park lake, the ever-so-charming Slither begins hypnotizing the massive Mosasaurus Zord before being interrupted by Void Knight, who negotiates a plan for Trawler to lower the Rangers to battle while they summon the Moser Razor Zord to attack the Rangers, catching the Rangers off guard, or something like that. The plan doesn't really go beyond hypnotized evil Zord attacks the other Rangers' good Zords. At the base, the Rangers use the Zord locator to find Mosa, and Ion makes his realization.
Why did everything go so wrong?
You called your Zord. What were you thinking?
I wasn't. I was a total fool.
And in all seriousness, I'm cautiously optimistic that he'll learn his lesson of the day. Ion expresses fear over his Zord's safety, so Javi comes up with a plan involving the Dino key to attack the henchmen guarding Mosa to leave Slither without backup when, later on, Ion confronts him with hopes of defeating the overall threat. After Trawler is spotted at the beach, the Rangers split up with Ion and Javi leaving to save Mosa, and Zato and the others leaving to stop Trawler's beach attack. Black uses the Dino key to defeat the henchmen defending the Zord.
Go get him.
You're so evil. You leave the toilet seat up.
Slither fights Gold himself after a failed attempt at getting Ion Zord to attack him.
Attack the Gold Ranger. Go on. Do the thing.
And with the henchmen being a bit preoccupied.
I'm giving that hypnosis course such a bad review.
Black eventually summons the Dimetrozord to assist in freeing Mosa, while the other Rangers finish up fighting Trawler, who grows. After a barrage of nets. Net!
I'm getting really tired of nets.
The Rangers call for Black and Gold's assistance, who proudly unveils a new Zord combo made up of the Dimetro and Mosa Razor Zords he came up with himself. The Electro Zord is definitely the most hodgepodge Zord combo I've seen in a while, but it admittedly kind of works.
Hideous. 0 gold stars. No!
It saps into action, freeing the other Rangers and eventually burning the evil ship to a crisp. Ion retrieves the sporks and later some redemption when instead of getting free ice cream, he decides to help the ice cream man get through a long line. Pure? Our hero is an average filler episode with Ion being the subject of the lesson of the day. I'm rightfully cautious of whether or not this will stick or not. Beyond that, I did find seeing Javi and Ion's plan play out quite entertaining, and Trawler and even the Jane and Jayborg scenes interacting with the Gold Ranger genuinely funny. This episode gets a 3 out of 5. Crossed Wires is our second helping of filler, with its focus being on Izzy and her troubles with that dang flabbin' technology. The episode starts with Izzy leaving Pine Ridge High School with Fern, who presses her for failing her electronics test. Izzy assures her and the Rangers shortly after that she's gonna ace her retake.
I'm gonna ace it.
Well, I totally nailed my electronics classes back in the day. Of course they were remote. Me and Mom were in the Amazon looking for them.
My god, shut up. Solon interrupts via communicator, asking the Rangers to check out mysterious activity at the park. Oh my god, they're all dead. Turns out the collapsed individuals on the ground are in fact asleep, with Warden Garcia following suit, which, after hearing a weird mechanical noise, gets hit with a mysterious puff of purple smoke, causing him to start nap time. Solon then contacts the Rangers again to notify them of a Sporks Beast attack at a chemical plant. Zato, Ollie, and Amelia leave, with Ion, Izzy, and Javi staying to investigate. They discover a safe-looking machine that's been shooting out the purple smoke, with the other group finding another one at the chemical plant, before being cornered by this week's bowling ball Sporks Beast? Wait, that can't be right. What are you? Izzy attempts to dismantle the machine in the park while the Rangers at the plant bottle henchmen. After a rarely unconfident Izzy pulls the wire out of the blue blobby thing, like Ollie told her over the communicator, the machine ends up overloading and strikes Javi and Ion. The machine, now being destroyed, awakens all of the citizens from their smoke-induced slumber, except for Ion and Javi, who she brings to base. At the chemical plant, the Rangers slash down a bunch of henchmen, bring down the stone Sporks Beast. Amelia quickly grabs the sporks, and the Rangers head to base to meet with Izzy. As they lay motionless on those prop bed things left over from Dimensions in Danger, Izzy reveals to the woke Rangers that she lied about being a tech whiz and how she pulled a wire out of the blue blobby thing out, which she wasn't supposed to do. She explains to them about her constant pressure to overachieve and perform. Ollie reacts somewhat poorly, but with some concern, saying that he was willing to help her with her test. Solon believes she might have found a solution to reversing the machine's effects. She also suggests that Ollie allow Izzy to help him deconstruct the machine. He's critical of the suggestion until Solon says this.
If books don't work for her, maybe a hands-on approach can. Will you give her a chance?
For real?
How else will she learn?
As someone with a learning disability, I love that Solon came through with solutions for Izzy, that she's capable of learning things just in a different way. In the dreary Area 62, Void Knight unveils an updated version of his machine that'll put the entire city to sleep, allowing less obstacles when collecting sporks, during which we're introduced to a shocking twist. The freshly cracked bowling ball-looking Sporks Beast was actually one of 3 triplets, with his siblings vowing revenge.
Our poor brother! We had such great times together!
Didn't those 3 only hatch this morning?
Ollie and Izzy seemingly finish the machine experiment and try it on Javi and Ion. It works, but before Izzy could explain herself to the once very sleepy duo, they're all called on to confront the new stone duo, who are prepping Void Knight's new sleep bomb. Ollie tries to disable the bomb while the others fight off the brothers, but is hit by a stray machine, knocking him out. This was apparently a part of the Stone brothers' plan to knock out the smarty of the team and grow. Izzy volunteers to try to disable the bomb, while the other Rangers summon the T-Rex Blazing Megazord and the Mosa Razor Battle Mode to fend them off. After Gold and Red try an old move that fails, Stone Sad and Stone Mad fall to their namesake emotions and combine to one big bad stone. Gold comes up with the absolute absurd idea to combine all of their Zords, or at least all of the Zords presently on the battlefield, into the Fusion Ultra Zord. While all Dino Fury Megazords seem to have an element of being rough around the edges, I really like this design with its sleek visor and awesome color combo. You really get a feel that this is a dual-type Megazord with its bright chest piece, regardless of the Megazord's confusing Ultra title. On the ground, the bomb is constantly talking back to Izzy for tampering.
Tampering detected. Nice try.
Wow, that bomb possesses the same passive aggression also instilled in me. Until Ollie's lesson kicks in. The Rangers unleash a true Ultra Barrage of moves before issuing a final blow with the flashy Fusion Ultra Strike, leading to the totally not bomb-looking Mega Ultra Beast exploding. Izzy successfully defuses the bomb just in time, waking Ollie. However, the Rangers fail to retrieve either of the sporks, with Mucus winning this round. Back at the totally not Summer Cove High...
Regionals are sadly postponed as a monster crushed the venue.
What? One of the best jokes of the season, I'm not even exaggerating. The passive acknowledgement of the destruction of a city after a Megazord fight got me. Well then, Izzy finds out from Fern that she got an A- on her test, passing in somewhat flying colors. When Fern questions how she got the grade, Izzy confidently answers that she tried a different method of study. Be still, my dyslexic heart. The episode ends with everyone's favorite slapstick Pop-Pops totally not stunt double safely collapsing off a work ladder into a pile of grass, with Izzy kindly offering to fix his, faulty leaf blower. As a person with a learning disability, I was honestly touched by crossed wires, but at the end of the day, this was still mostly filler. As if we needed more reasons to love Izzy, we see her almost flawlessly tackle her own flaws. I found the Stone Triplets to be relentlessly comedic in the best way possible, with the almost lackadaisical handling of them hilarious. The new Megazord is an awesome new addition, however it's hard to be too excited, as this is just one of those seasons where you just know it's going to be kicked to the curb for something newer and better in another episode or two. While mostly a by-the-books filler, Crossed Wires managed to still be entertaining, with Izzy continuing to shine as a highlight of the season. This episode gets a 3 out of 5. The Makeover is a seemingly once-per-iteration story with, granted, some moments of charm. The episode starts at Buzz Blast with J-Borg taking a swing at a heavily guided interview with Pine Ridge Museum curator Beatrice Cotton about the museum's newest discovery, a treasure chest that belonged to apparent legendary pirate Purplebeard. I personally prefer Brownbeard. After the interview, resident oldie Pop-Pop saves Beatrice from being whacked by a light fixture after an intern accidentally trips over a wire. This leads to an immediate connection between the two, with Pop-Pop complimenting her museum and both of them ping-ponging jokes back and forth. Bee takes the progressive step of asking Ed out to lunch, which he enthusiastically agrees to. However, he later expresses his insecurities to a bossy Amelia, who offers her assistance. I can already see where this is going, and it's only been 3 minutes. At the dreary Area 62, Void Knight is watching a presumably illegal copy of the broadcast of the interview, expressing interest in the chest as it could possibly contain one of Purplebeard's powerful talismans, which he could use as energy for his Sporks machine. He's interrupted by everyone's favorite blue and green duo introducing the Sporks Beast of the Week, Bone Switch, who demonstrates his power of, you guessed it, swapping on Mucus and Slither before switching them back. Voidy orders Bone Switch to steal Purplebeard's chest of talismans and to feel free to body swap any interfering rangers in his way. At the base, Amelia's scrolling through the web to find new looks for Pop-Pop to wear on his date, when Zato brings up what everyone over the age of this television show's target demographic is thinking.
I don't get it. Why change Pop-Pop? I like him just the way he is.
Thank you, Zato. Amelia still thinks it's a good idea for the date, with Zato still being perplexed.
But we need Beatrice to like him.
By making him look like someone he isn't? That doesn't make sense.
The amount of foresight that he has. Let's just end the episode here. In all seriousness, the storyline is the type that makes me question my reasoning behind reviewing a show like Power Rangers. But then I remember that I'm actually educated in this more phenomenon and realize that not everything about this show is necessarily adolescent. Or is it? Outside the museum, Bone Switch finds the chest, with alas, no talismans inside when the Rangers show up.
That chest was priceless. Not as priceless as the look on Void Knight's face when he sees what I do to you.
Sir, your chances of getting satisfaction from a facial expression from Void Knight are slim to none. The Rangers morph but are quickly zapped, with the powers of Bone Switch striking and swapping Javi and Ollie, and Amelia and Zato, causing them to demorph.
No way. We've been body swapped.
Is it bad that I couldn't tell that Ollie was in Javi's body? They just sound so similar. Gold and Green manages to dodge the attack and fend off the henchmen as their teammates are naturally preoccupied. When they attempt to remorph, they're greeted with nothing, with the body swap having an effect on their morphers. They teleport to base to attempt to figure this whole situation out, while Green illegally operates heavy machinery, and Gold Mosa blasting first and asking questions second.
Blade blast! They probably had insurance.
After the fight, Gold and Green teleport to the base to join the others, who are, learning to navigate in their new bodies. Amelia in Zato's body gets a reminder to help Pop during his date with the museum curator. That's now become more of a predicament because of this whole body swap situation. Amelia comes up with the plan, to give Pop a Bluetooth earpiece in which she can critique the date as well as feed him lines. This is gonna go great, guys. This is gonna go great.
Good luck.
Zato's femme voice is killing me. During the stalking, Ed navigates through Amelia's chosen outfit and persona for him that, of course, doesn't work. Zooming past some slapstick involving a bee, soup, and a Bluetooth earpiece, Pop Ed is on his own, panics, and runs for the van, where he reconnects with Zato, who gives him some earth-shattering advice.
Go back out there and show her who you really are. A smart, funny, and clever guy. Just be yourself. Thanks, Nugget.
Pop returns to the date wearing his daily uniform both metaphorically and physically, and bonds with Miss Beatrice over mechanics.
Oh, I learned everything I know from my dad. We used to fix his old motorbike together.
What? Really? My pop had a motorbike.
Okay, I understand that the scene is between two Kiwis playing Americans, but can any of the Americans that have their hands on a script please tell the writers that we call the vehicles they're referring to motorcycles, not motorbikes? When I would hear the term motorbike in foreign productions, like Harry Potter, as a child, I didn't know what they were necessarily referring to. Anyway, the date looks like it's going quite well.
Well, what do you know?
Would you look at that? Amelia's original concern melts to joy as she turns to Zato, thanking him for doing the right thing. If you couldn't tell, I feel kinda ridiculous reviewing this particular episode because it's so obviously not for me. Anyone from tweens and up have seen and can fully predict this plotline from a mile away. My only critique that I believe to be fair is to mix up this whole be yourself lesson. This whole trope of a person close to the character steering them through a social situation they're afraid they could possibly be hurt from is so tiring to watch as a longtime viewer. After the date, at the base, Ollie, in Javi's body, and Solon present what they figured out after a research scan. They believe that if the teens simply morph with their own Ranger keys while still in the opposite's body, they'll still be able to morph. Or something like that. It's admittedly a bit confusing. I seriously had to rewatch this body swap situation multiple times to fully understand it. With that being said, I see that can't overcomplicate the plot because of young children excuse isn't being selective at all. The Rangers are called to a city plaza where they test out their new theory, which actually works. Oh, I was hoping to see Zato in a pink Ranger suit with a skirt. Before the fight starts, Bone Switch swaps Ion's body with a random pigeon, because I guess he's not in this part of the Sentai footage.
Anglo Fury pink!
Stego Fury, black! And Bosa Fury, pigeon?
The rest of the Rangers all use boost sleeves and battle armor to fend off the henchmen and Bone Switch, who grows into one big ram magnet zombie thing. The Rangers call all their OG Zords, who attack Bone Switch, and combine into the warrior formation. They use their Stego drill to destroy the beast's horns, causing them to return to their own original bodies, officially. Wait, I'm confused, because when they did the key swap thing, their voices went back to their corresponding suit, Zato's voice came out of the Red Ranger suit, even though Zato was in Amelia's body. So, are they saying that the Ranger suits are their own sentient beings that they swapped with that's separate, or whatever, it's confusing, but the point is they're back in their bodies. Gold returns to his body and summons the Mosa Razor Zord to destroy a fleeing Bone Switch. Void Knight nabs his sporks. At the museum, Amelia apologizes to Pop, who apparently now has a job at the museum as a restorator? Nepotism much, Pop? You dated her once. While analyzing pieces from the chest in front of Beatrice and Dr. Arcana, he manages to combine them to form images, part of which resemble two Ranger keys. They then come to the conclusion that these keys can possibly be found buried under Dino Henge. Beatrice agrees to meet with the Rangers straight away to show them, utilizing Amelia's connections. At Dino Henge, Red uses the vision boost to spot a chest with two keys underground, and Solon or any of the other Rangers never thought to scan the area around Dino Henge before because... The makeover is interesting. While I've mentioned that the overall story is relatively cliche, they do attempt to take chances. The body swapping trope proved to be problematic, and the pop date moments, while being charming, offered nothing special. This episode gets a 2 out of 5. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and notification bell as always to know when my final Season 1 review comes out. Guys, we're finally finishing Season 1. Follow me on social media at blackandblue572, on Twitter, TikTok, and of course Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, here's your sneak peek of the next entry in my Instagram Drawing Villainous series. Ooh, wow. Fire the saddle lasers, I guess? Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!